Hello everyone, I'm Moonbeom Park, working in Government Agency of Cybersecurity and Incident Response in the South Korea as a general researcher. And I'm so happy to get invitation again and honored to get the opportunity to talk at the run to a conference. Thank you so much again. Okay, I'm going to talk to you two things on today. First, I will talk about the main activities of the national hacking groups in this year, and then I will predict the activities of the national hacking groups in 2021 year. All contents of my talk to you is based on the analysis result of the hacking and incident cases that I analyzed directly over this year. First, let me talk to you about the activities of the national hacking groups following the hacking incident cases that happened in this year. There have been many hacking incidents in South Korea in this year as well. Despite the proliferate of the coronavirus, the activities of the national hacking groups continue. APT attacks targeted government agencies are still continuing. For example, attacks targeted key persons of government figures and attacks targeted lawmakers are continuing. Spear phishing email attacks with attached malicious documents are being used by attackers. Microsoft's Office program vulnerabilities are often exploited, and attacks that exploit the DDE and the macro function of Microsoft Office as well as one-day vulnerabilities are still being exploited by attackers. And in South Korea, attacks using the HWP ghost script vulnerabilities are continuously occurring. HWP is Hangul word process. Hangul is Korean alphabet. In particular, the spear phishing attack of social engineering techniques using the pandemic situation caused by the spread of coronavirus has also led to attacks targeted pharmaceutical companies. And the more attacks were targeted the arms and defense industry by national hacking group. They tried the many attacks to steal weapons development information and blueprints. Of course, there have been attacks targeted the defense industry in the past, but this year, attacks targeted the defense industry have increased significantly and were expanding. Especially, there are many APT attacks that targeted state-owned company that make a fighter jet and submarines. And supply chain attack is being used. More companies that develop the supply chain system are small and poor. So, because those companies' networks are vulnerable and strong security supply chain system is not being developed, national hacking groups are intensively using their vulnerable supply chain system for APT attacks. Also, the attack targeted the financial sectors by the national hacking group continues too. In particular, the spread of the coronavirus has caused significant inter-country trade surplus. Increasing hacking by national hacking groups targeted the financial sector. And directly attacks targeted banks were so little, but attacks targeted cryptocurrency trade service are getting increased. the directly attacks targeted the cryptocurrency trade service because the cryptocurrency trade service has a weaker security system than the bank's security system. In addition, national hacking groups continue attack targeted to users of the cryptocurrency trade service. When users use cryptocurrency trade service, security program is automatically installed on users' personal computer, and attackers continuously try to attack into the company that developed the security program, and then install malware on users' computer by supply chain attacks and steal electronic wallet. Yeah, recently in South Korea, we have found that security program installed on personal computer of internet banking users was abused by national hacking group for supply chain attack, impacting tens of thousands of PCs with malwares and leaked a lot of data. And there is a continuous massive hacking of web servers run by web hosting companies or web agency company. In particular, national hacking groups often attack into the vulnerable web servers and abuse them as a malware distribution and command and control server. In South Korea, all web servers run by a large web hosting company have been attacked by national hacking group, and we found many victim web servers used to control servers for APT attacks by national hacking groups. Web servers are major targets of the national hacking groups because many web servers still run with web vulnerability such as file upload and SQL injection left. So web servers can be very useful in the process of the APT attack. So far, I have explained the trend biohacking incident caused by national hacking groups among numerous hacking incident cases in South Korea in 2020 year. Next, based on the hacking incident cases that occurred in 2020 year, I will predict that how the attack trend by the national hacking group will proceed in 2021 year. First, malware used by the national hacking group in APT attacks will evolve into a hardware type to detect and analyze, and it will become increasingly difficult to detect and find malware on the impacted PC. In particular, pileless attacks, which are difficult to detect, will evolve further than now, resulting in malware that virus vaccine can't detect and delete. And there will be happened more APT attacks using the normal programs or tools using by red team or blue team in company. Those tools are often not against the company's security policy, so those tools could be useful to hide the behavior of attackers. In your case, in South Korea, some tools used by red team, such as browser password recovery pro and browsing history view, were found by North Korean hacking groups in summer season of this year. In addition, national hacking groups will use a normal code sign to make malware to make it difficult to detect the malware they created. Malware made using the normal code sign expected to be very difficult to detect. Of course, the code sign they use to make malware is probably on code sign get hacking. Next, there will be more happen supply chain attacked by exploit the supply chain system. The supply chain system is very useful for managing software, but it is also very useful for the APT attacked activity of the national hacking group. Especially, there are many small companies that developed the supply chain system because the companies can't afford to invest in security. The supply chain system they developed is making many structural vulnerabilities. In real case, internal network of government agency and defense companies using the supply chain system developed by small and poor Korean companies got attacked by national hacking groups, and a lot of data and blueprints was leaked. I analyzed the hacking incident and found that the attackers exploited into the structural vulnerabilities of the supply chain system and impacted many pieces in a short period of time. Yeah, and I'm sure that you all know already that the recent hacking incident case on PII was caused by structural vulnerability in SolarWinds supply chain system, because the supply chain system is built on the reliability of the networks, so it is very difficult to detect if get attacked. Finally, I can expect more ransomware attacks happen. Especially, there will be many ransomware attacks target to servers owned by enterprise. There are some reasons why I expect more ransomware attacks target to enterprise servers. First of all, the value of cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin is getting increased as the spread of the coronavirus is reducing trade among countries. The national hacking group is trying to steal cryptocurrency using ransomware attacks. Second, ransomware attacks target to the enterprise is more effective than ransomware attacks target to individual, because if you are impacted with ransomware, the damage to the enterprise is bigger than to the individual. Finally, the data stored on the servers is more valuable and larger than the personal computer, especially if the database servers get attacked by ransomware. The enterprise will be hit hard by management. For those three reasons, we can expect that the national hacking group try more ransomware attacks target to servers owned by the enterprise. So far, I have talked about the trend of the hacking incidents by national hacking groups in this year, and what kind of hacking they are going to try in 2021 year. So I think again the purpose of the national hacking groups is becoming more pronounced and bold. I will finish my talk here today. I hope to talk to you that detection and tracking to them is getting difficult. Thank you so much.